Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Ace Turning Ninja here today, my dudes, with a brand new video for you guys. It's here, we're back with the Pokemon content like I kept saying it was going to be happening. I talked about it on Discord, I talked about it in our last video, the Minecraft video, if you guys missed that, by the way. It's performed relatively well. It's got like 40 something views right now, so like people have been watching it, and I've gotten like a lot of likes on it, a lot more than I normally would get on like any other video. So apparently it's a pretty good video. I would suggest checking it out if you haven't already. Like if you're just anti Minecraft, obviously don't look at it, but like if you're kind of like, Minecraft's alright, you know, go give it a look. See, it's a pretty fun little video, just a little exploration video / update video, because it was my first video back in like 4 months. That was, but we're here today with some Wi-Fi battle content. Now what we'll be doing today is just some casual battles, still kind of testing the waters with this team that I've been working on, kind of trying to figure out the kinks, figure out what it needs, what it doesn't need. I still have some Pokemon in mind that I would like to add to this team, some upgrades, some stuff that could change to make it just a little bit better, stuff like that. But that's what we're going to be doing today, just a little bit of a testing, kind of casual battles online, some double battles. This is in theory a competitive double battles team. Even though I do need to actually remake it with Pokemon actually bred in this generation because of rules. But yeah, it'll be pretty fun. Hopefully we'll have a good time, but we're going to start out today by actually going through the team, starting off with Toxicroak. This one's actually a shiny Toxicroak that I transferred up from Gen 4, I believe. And it came all the way up to, now we're in, was this Gen 8, right? Question mark? Yeah. Pretty sure it's Gen 8. But, yeah. So we got Toxicroak here, holding the Life Orb, with Dry Skin ability, and a Poison Jab, Brick Break, Taunt, and Protect. Now, Taunt is just for, it's really just for the potential to shut down. I would theoretically like to have Sucker Punch on here. I think that would be a much more useful move. But Taunt has come in clutch a handful of times, and Protect is very necessary. So it's kind of it's a 4 move slot syndrome kind of issue. We're definitely gonna need to keep Poison Jab and Brick Break. Brick Break's actually been very useful because there's a lot of screens running around in double battles. But Taunt shuts things down potentially. A lot of stall related Pokemon can get shut down pretty easily by Taunt, and Toxicroak kind of takes advantage of that pretty well. So I don't know, it's weird, but we definitely need some sort of priority somewhere on this team. That is something that is lacking for sure. So if you guys have any ideas after going through this team, let me know please in the comment section. That'd be fantastic. Anyway, next up we have our Chinese Pelipper that I got traded to me on the GTS last generation, I think. No, maybe this is this gen's Pokemon. I don't know. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, it's this gen's Pokemon. It shows on the screen. Anyway, it's got an Aguav Berry because I don't actually have a rain extending item for him yet. I don't actually know where you get the Damp Rock in this game. Again, if you guys know, that'd be great. That'd be great to let me know. Anyway, he's got the Drizzle ability, setting up that rain so the Toxicroak can take effect for healing off his Life Orb damage. That is kind of what it does. That's the point of the rain in this double battle. This is actually kind of an older setup. This is something that you would see relatively often back in like Gen 5 to Gen 5 and Gen 6, somewhat in the double battles format. It was used relatively often, not like consistently, but you'd see it enough. Anyway, he's got Surf again, pairing up with Toxicroak, heal him up. Hurricane to take advantage of the big flying damage in the rain. U-turn because I didn't know what else to give him, and I think I might swap out U-turn for Roost here soon. U-turn comes in handy occasionally, but I think Roost would generally be more useful. And we got Tailwind to help boost up Toxicroak's speed. Basically, this entire team was built around using Toxicroak because I really wanted to find a way to use Toxicroak and make him useful. Anyway, next up we got Goop, the leftovers. You guys might recognize this guy from last generation. We used him in a handful of battles last gen in, was it UU, I think he was in. Anyway, he's got the Sap Sipper ability, which is pretty nice for pairing up with our other Pokemon that's on this team. And he's a pretty relatively standard set. It's got Draco Meteor, Fire Blast, Focus Blast, and Sludge Bomb. He doesn't actually have anything right now to take advantage of the rain, but it is kind of useful for the potential to set up Sunny Day if rain generally just generally isn't working for a particular battle. Anyway, next up we got Good Vibes, the Assault Vested Seismitoad, which again you guys might recognize from last generation with Water Absorb, obvious uses. Liquidation, Earthquake, Drain Punch, and Knock Off. Now this is the Pokemon that gets paired, that Goop likes to run around with, because if I send in Good Vibes and then they send in a Grass type, which is obviously a big problem for Good Vibes, I can play around that by sending in Goodra, Sap Zippering, getting an attack boost, which isn't useful, but then going in with the Fire Blast on that Grass type and causing some damage. That's in theory how that's supposed to go. Next up we have Flash the Jolteon, which I would actually like. This is my Volt Absorb Pokemon, which is supposed to be taken along if I'm scared. I don't know what that was. If I'm scared of like electric type moves, Flash is supposed to come along to help swap out for Pelipper to help negate that damage. Now of course Seismitoad kind of does the same thing, but it's kind of like whichever Pokemon I feel like is going to be more useful in that battle. But I would like to be able to swap out someday Flash for a Tokenomaru. I think Tokenomaru would be much more useful with its Lightning Rod ability. Because then I can switch out Tokenomaru to go alongside the Pelipper and just start spamming Thunders. That would be nice. That would be helpful. And Tokenomaru is a much better support Pokemon anyway, and that's kind of what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a support mon. Flash just doesn't really run that role very well. Now it is a choice specs Jolteon, so it does do some big damage. When with Weather Ball, it takes good advantage of the rain to be able to take out opposing like rock types or ground types that might actually cause me a problem. But I do have to actually predict that movement with the same choice specs, so that does kind of cause a little bit of a problem. But it's fine, it's fun to use anyway. And last but not least, we have Incineroar with the Choice Band, which is again a set that I need to figure out something better for. It is max HP, max attack, but it's choice banded with Flare Blitz, Darkest Lair, U-Turn, and Fake Out, which it does pretty well. It does pretty well. Now this Pokemon was actually specifically put on here to help Toxicroak, because Toxicroak, basically the only thing it's really afraid of is flying type moves, which I don't have anything great to switch into, but Good Vibes and Goop handle fairly well. And Psychic type moves. Psychic type moves are a one-hit KO every single time, so I brought Incineroar along because it was completely immune to Psychic. It's an easy swap in. That's kind of the idea. That's the team. That's what we're rocking with. Now let's hop into a battle and get started. Alright, here we are. About to set up for this battle. Let's check the opponent's team real quick. Okay, interesting. We got a Mewtwo. That's gonna be fun. Looks like it's gonna be. I'm assuming it's gonna be a Tailwind set from that Whimsicott. Probably Choice Specs Hydreigon. If that is Tailwind, it's probably Choice Specs Hydreigon. I'm sure because it's Choice. Because I'm pretty sure that's Choice Scarf. Dracovish. And I feel like he probably wants to bring Mewtwo along to just kind of show it off, because why else do you have Mewtwo on your team? It is really tempting for him, looking at my team, probably to bring that electric type, but it doesn't do anything much with its poison typing, so probably not, since I do have two obvious counters to the electric type. I don't know, but let's go ahead and just lead off here with Pelipper and Toxicroak as we do, and play around with the rest of the team to figure out how we want to play. Otherwise, I feel like bringing Seismitoad's just safe. It's just safe, and I think Flash, because I think Tailwind plus Flash, I think I would outspeed the Dracovish if he doesn't get his Tailwind up, which I feel like most likely he's gonna be able to do it. If he clicks it first turn, he's gonna be able to get that up because he's prankster. He outspeeds me no matter what. But if he doesn't click Tailwind first turn, I can taunt and prevent that Tailwind. But yeah, he's definitely gonna want to try to Tailwind here. I am immune to Drakovish's damage output right now. With Toxicroak. His big damage. Now he could just go for the Psychic Fangs, but I feel like he wants to lock himself in. I really feel like he wants to lock himself in. I feel like I can just swap out here into good vibes. No, I can't. 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 Because there's a Whimsicott on the field. There is a Whimsicott on the field. Whimsicott wants a Tailwind. Whimsicott wants a Tailwind. 100%. 100% he wants a Tailwind. I'm going to be going for the Poison Jab on the Whimsicott. And Mr. Fish definitely wants to go for his Water-type move. That's his big move. He's choiced. He wants to set that in right now. He gets the Tailwind up. That's a little bit annoying, but I can live that. I can deal with that. Fishious Rend, totally immune. Totally immune. The entire side of my team is immune to your Fishious Rend. Whimsicott goes down. Love to see it. Get that thing out of here. So, this is the Dracovish counter. This team is the Dracovish counter. It's amazing, isn't it? Now, of course, Dracovish does get Psychic Fangs. It probably has Psychic Fangs, but now he's choiced. He's 100% choiced. Dracovish is never not choiced, but so he's 100% choiced into his Water type move. Both of my Pokemon are immune to it. I now have a free turn to set up whatever I want. Mewtwo does come in, which is a little bit off-putting, but it's okay because I'm gonna knock off that thing. He's swapping out his Dracovish right now, so I want to keep immunities around. I think swapping back into Pelipper here is going to be a fine play because my Pelipper is max HP, max defense, so I don't know that I will live an attack from this Mewtwo, but I can't be freely. I do live an attack actually. I live 2 potentially with Life Orb damage output. Okay, that's nice to see. I'm immune. I'm immune, Dracovish. Calm down. It's not gonna work, my dude. I'm completely immune. Actually, you do get to Fishious Rend my Pelipper now, but it's not like the end of days. It'll be fine. I'm going for the Earthquake because it should take out the Mewtwo. I'm going to try to set up the Tailwind here. I'm not sure that it's going to work for me. I'm going to try to set up the Tailwind. He's staying in. He's going to Fishious Rend my Pelipper. That's fine. We see the recover on the Mewtwo, which is kind of annoying. Oh, he's not choiced. He's actually not choiced, and I live that because I'm max defense, so ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Earthquake's gonna do a fair amount of damage, I think. Not crazy damage, but it's gonna do a nice chunk. And we're gonna get the Tailwind up, which means we might start outspeeding things. I am very surprised that thing's not choiced. I don't know what that is if it's not choiced. I kinda wanna knock it off just to find out. And I'm gonna go for the Surf here. I'm quite confused as to what that thing's gonna be if it's not choiced. Clearly it's not, so I'm a little bit unsure. That thing's recover stalling, and that's annoying. And my only taunter is currently off the field, so that's also a problem. It is Cell Battery. Interesting. Interesting choice. Interesting strats. A little confused. We got Water Absorb here, healing ourselves up. Love to see it. What damage? What damage did you just do? What was that? I didn't see any damage coming out of your fishious boy over there. Tailwind petered out. Love to see it. My Tailwind should still be up, right? I did get that up. I did get that up. I have 2 rain. I have 2 turns. I have 1 turn of rain, 2 turns of Tailwind left. I'm gonna go for the Liquidation and the Surf, and just get a move on with some damage output. Get that Mewtwo up out of here. Get that Mewtwo up out of here, boy. Get that thing up out of my field. And the Surf, I think, does actually take out the Dracovish here. And this Dracovish must not even be max speed, because I feel like, because I am the lowest amount of lowest speed that I could possibly be, I think. Like, I'm a slow Pelipper. Very unintentionally, but it just happened to be a very slow Pelipper. The one that got traded to me happens to be a very slow Pelipper. So I feel like I feel like that's kind of an issue. Is kind of an issue. But I do work around that a little bit with the Tailwind. But I'm confused that I outsped him. I'm confused that I outsped the Dracovish here. That's kind of odd to me. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake here for the obvious plays and just click Protect. I'm gonna click Protect and just try to not get O-Code. I would like to keep Toxicroak around. It doesn't do anything really to Roxy over there, but I don't want to knock myself out. That's kind of annoying. And Roxy gets quad weak to the Earthquake. He might be. It looks like he's obviously Dynamaxing, and I think he's probably going to be going for a Poison type move. I would. That's what I would go for right now. Boost my own special attack. Decent damage output on my ground water type over here, which is going to be clearly his biggest threat right now. That's what I would do. I don't know. Play your way, my dude, but that would be my play. That'd be my game plan. Especially with Tailwind up and that big damage output. Sit your butt down, my dude. Okay, so if you guys out there have been wondering how you counter Dracovish, because Dracovish is a big problem in both singles and doubles right now. If you're looking for a way to counter Dracovish, there you go. I just shut down that Dracovish. So much so, I ignored it. It was on the field the entire game and didn't do a darn thing. It was just there, chilling. So if you guys don't know how to counter Dracovish, there you go. Now you know. You know what? That was a relatively good battle, relatively short one. Why don't we go ahead and set ourselves up for another one? All right, here we are. Let's set this up. Second battle we got. Looks like we got a Sun team maybe. Because I know Ninetales gets Drought, but I don't know if it has Drought in this generation. Looks like it might be a Sun team. Braviary does carry Tailwind. It might be Ninetales Braviary lead. Sunny Day Tailwind. Potentially. But I don't know. I think we're just gonna go with this. If it does happen to be Drought Ninetales, I do get my Rain up instead, which is nice. I think Good Vibes does a fair amount here. Obviously, Grass type damage is eminent, and it makes me nervous. So I think I will bring Goop, because as much as I would like to bring my Intimidate user, I don't think it does enough to warrant not bringing Goop. So we're going to bring Goop as a backup mon to try to negate Grass type damage here. That's the plan. Let's see what happens. Well, this guy looks like he's been just chilling. Like he hasn't bought any clothes. He's just there. Oh, okay. So he just hasn't updated his card in a long time. Okay, I see what you're doing here. All right, so we do see the Braviary and Venusaur lead, this is actually a fine lead for me. Toxicroak does get a little bit unnerved by that Braviary, but if I can get a Protect off and then a Tailwind, I think I outspeed it. Or I Protect and just go for a Hurricane onto the Braviary and just do some big damage. It's probably safer to just swap out, for real, right? It's probably a lot safer to just go for the swap. It's a lot safer to just go for the swap. We'll go into Goop. Go into Goop right now. And I go for the Tailwind. I think Braviary also wants to go for the Tailwind, but I'm not gonna. Oh, he swaps out his Braviary. He's making plays. Alright, he wants to set up his Drought. So he saw my lead. He knew what I was doing. He saw my lead, he played to it. So now that Venusaur's got his speed boosts up because of his Chlorophyll ability, Goop is on the field. We see the Solar Beam coming out. Is that going into Goop? Did I play that? No, that's going into Pelipper. Okay. It's gonna hurt, but I don't think it OHKOs. It does. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, who? I'm sorry, Chicka Slim Shady? What? I'm very confused. That should not, I feel like that should not have O-code. That did a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Okay. Okay. Okay here. What's the plan? I could Fire Blast here with the Sun Boost into Venusaur, but I feel like he noms that up. Here's the big question. I didn't get my Tailwind up. I did not get my Tailwind up. And I don't think Venusaur just lives. I don't think Good Vibes just lives. I am Assault Vested, but I don't think Good Vibes just lives. I don't know that I'd even live if I Dynamax, to be honest. So let me actually do that. Let me just Dynamax, Max Flare. Oh, not into the Ninetales. Max Flare into the Venusaur. Let me just Liquidation the Ninetales. I don't think I live. Anyway. I think I clicked too soon. Didn't think my way through that situation. I just quickly thought I can't send in Toxicroak because I'm gonna start taking sun damage, because that's the downside of dry skin, is that if the sunny day is up, I actually lose health. If any other weather condition, it's neutral, but like sunny day, I actually lose health. So that's kind of an issue. Venusaur is actually kind of annoying. It's really fast and hits really hard. It's thick. On sunny day teams, it's really annoying. But Max Flare, I think it should just OHKO. Yeah. Sit down, Venusaur. Now, I don't have any way of setting up the rain at this point, which is definitely an issue. Especially with Toxicroak being my last Pokemon alive. Definitely an issue. Because I don't have water type moves on Goodra. That's something maybe is something I should do. If I have Goodra to be my Dynamax Pokemon, I definitely should make sure I have a water type move on Goodra to try to set up and a new layer of rain. Definitely something I should do. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my little cousin's downstairs screaming about something. My sister's supposed to be watching him. I don't know how that's going. I'm just gonna protect. I'm gonna try to take out that Braviary and just protect. That's my game plan here. It looks like Braviary's Dynamaxing. Makes sense. Makes sense for sure. Trying to keep that Braviary around. I don't think I OHKO Braviary now that he's Dynamax. I might, but I don't think so. I'm still gonna protect, so that I should be able to live one of whatever he wants to go for. I'm sure he's going for the Max Air Strike on my Toxicroak, because that's what I would do. We Will-O-Wisp. That doesn't really matter, so I'm a special attacker, but that's fine. Appreciate the effort. Yep, Max Air Strike on the Toxicroak. Definitely trying to knock me out. Makes sense. I did block off a lot of that damage, but not enough for it to matter, I don't think. Since now they both have speed boosts, and they definitely outspeed me. And that did nothing. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. GG's. GG's. And he's Defiant, so he actually gets an attack boost from that. So that's cool. And I'm losing health because of... Okay. So, we saw the good side of this team. We saw the downside of this team. Definitely... And it's definitely a fun team to use. It's also definitely a very situational team as to whether it's going to be good or not. Like right here is a perfect example of what it doesn't do well. Of course, I misplayed myself a little bit. But I had no way of knowing that Venusaur was going to OHKO me. Not my rain setter. Otherwise I would have just swapped them out immediately. But you know, misplays somewhat, but I think mostly I just got outplayed, which is fine. It happens sometimes. it's a hard lesson to live, but it happens. I think we just lose here. I think we just lose here. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way of getting through this. Not at this point. Oof. Well, at least you guys got to see both sides of this team. So, it's good. It's bad. It's a nice it's a fun mid-tier team, and it definitely has things that I could change about it to make it better. I think Tokemaru would be a great Pokemon to add on to go along with Pelipper. I think a redirector could be fun, but it's not necessary. It would just be kind of like it would be a potentially, it'd be like a saving grace potentially, if that makes sense. Like if I had Goodra on the field right now, but I needed to keep him alive for one more turn, and I had a redirector left. Boom, easy, one more turn, you know? But like, otherwise a redirector wouldn't be that useful, I don't think. It wouldn't do much, if that makes sense. But I think it would be fun nonetheless. But at least you guys did get to see both sides of the team. We got a new video up, and now I'm just waiting to lose respectfully. I could just leave, I could just run and just hand him the win. But I'm gonna let him get it. He's slowly whittling me down. I don't know why. There we go. There we go. GG's, my dude. I misplayed. I did not read your team properly. I mean, I did, but I didn't play. I expected the lead with the Ninetales if you were going to try to do the Sun plays. I didn't expect Ninetales to come in secondary. That was not something I foresaw coming. It was kind of a weird play, but it worked out in your favor. So, GG's, my dude. If you guys enjoyed today's battle video, which I hope that you did, please let me know by leaving a like down below on this video. Subscribe if you guys are indeed new around here, and share this video with your friends. But with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully we'll be back. Hopefully we will be back soon with some more Wi-Fi battle content, and maybe even getting our Pokemon Shield Let's Play back underway again. Let me know in the comment section if that's something you guys specifically want to see. The Twitter already told me that they want to see it, but I want to know if my YouTube viewers want to see it. With that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.